Hey Scorpios, so this is going to be a general reading for Scorpios. So I've been doing tarot for 10 years. Sometimes I put a bit of astrology in, which I will put in now. I know that the sun is in Scorpio. Mercury is also in Scorpio. What that means I don't know, but I do know the cards. So I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I think I've put enough hours in. And I would say the most successful people in the world tend to have this amazing quality of just listening to other experts and sort of working together and knowing when to listen to an expert. This card just kind of dropped out. We'll get to that in a second. I'm going to do a cross spread for you Scorpios, which is not a very mysterious spread. It's a normal spread, but as this is Scorpio energy and you're very mysterious, it might not be chronological. It might go off tangent a little bit, but we'll give the cards a good shuffle. We'll see what they're saying. So just to let you know, what's just come out is the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like this is going to be a bit of a sort of to do with money or stability and balance in life. So what's covering you at the moment? What's going on? Four of Wands. So this card, it's actually in a positive. It's kind of like a marriage or like a union of two people, but it could just be great friendship. So you're feeling very socially vibing with everyone. I mean, that makes sense. If the sun's in Scorpio, you're going to be vibing with everyone. There's not really much more I can say about that card, but I can give you a better look at that card. You're cradled, you're safe. Nothing's going on that's particularly perplexing you apart from this Queen of Cups. This might be a love interest, but they're across you. So there's a female that is you're emotionally attached to, that you're thinking about quite a lot. You might even be feeling a bit lovesick, as the term goes, when you can't stop thinking about someone. It could be that, or this could just be someone who's got some emotional intelligence that's crossed your path, and you either admire them or you're threatened by them. Or it could be a bit of both, because you're a Scorpio, right? So you could be very mixed and have quite a sort of, and you might even see them in a mystical quality. You might assign magical qualities to them. So in the underworld, we have a Page of Cups. This looks a bit like a love triangle, I think, actually, which is funny because I haven't really done a romantic reading yet. But this Page of Cups, it looks like the Queen of Cups is a younger suitor. I think that's what I'm going to say about that. But above you, there's a Two of Swords. So you have a choice about how you handle this, about how you think about this. You're not a lovesick puppy, you're a grown-up. So you can choose to detach from either the person that is this person of interest, whether romantic or not, or you can choose to detach yourself from this rival as well. And there's powers in the invisible. God, higher power, is helping you in that sense. But we do have the Three of Pentacles to be mindful of. All the cards, everything is in balance. So if you're going to make that decision, you're going to cut someone off, do it in a way that is, like, be the bigger person, do it maturely. So in the near past, it looks like if this was a love triangle, which I'm not saying that it is, you've put a lot of work in, you're very heavily invested in this person, and there's a lot of passion, actually, because it's still Wands. Even though this skeleton guy's struggling to hold these all up, it's still passion. There's a lot of passion. You do feel very strongly about this Queen of Cups. In the future, you've got the World reversed, which means this is very unambiguous, because tarot is not certain. It's like when you try and measure deception in a criminal. You can't really measure deception. You can only measure levels of stress and clusters that then mean deception. It's similarly, there's points here, like you've put in a lot of effort towards this person. You're very emotionally invested, I believe, in this person, and the world can be yours, but it's in reverse. So it's It's not there yet, and it seems like there's a bit of rivalry. Who can help you in this situation? Queen of Swords. There's somebody you know that thinks very astutely about things, very objectively, and you're not so much like that. You're kind of in between the objective and subjective. You kind of float in between, and you might be struggling to see the obvious points of this relationship, but you've got someone who's very direct with you, and you know who they are, and they will give you back your power because they see the skeleton is kind of handing her the sword back. So you can slay your competitor, you can lift the weight from the past, and you can turn the world into your own and be happy with this person. If it wasn't a love interest or business interest, it could be a family member that you really care about, or with someone. This could be like you could have kids and your daughter's dating a guy and you think he's a bit of a scumbucket and he's cheating on her or not treating her very nicely, and you remember how it was when you were young and that happened. And so it could be something like that where you're quite protective. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love interest. So, but you've got the help of this advisor, and what you can do to help yourself is the Two of Wands. Just try and see, this is like the Devil's Advocate card. So kind of sit on the devil's lap and listen to his side and listen to the other side. Listen to both sides, basically, of it. The dark sides, the good side, way up the good and the bad. And you can relax. You can relax. Okay, finally the outcome, the Hierophant. So you've got to trust in society, right? Or the group. You don't have to take this on yourself. So for instance, if it was your young son or daughter's dating someone that you don't think is good for them scenario, you know, socially there'll be repercussions. There'll be people around them telling them this is good or bad. Similarly, if it's romantic, same thing can happen. You could realize that you're in a place where it's inappropriate to have romantic feelings for someone, or in another case, if it's just like friendship squabbles, you could realize that, well, we're all friends, we need to sort this out, and you talk to the right person. This person here gives you a sword back, you set a boundary, and then you're all friends again. So that's what the outcome will be reliant upon, is the Hierophant. I'm going to draw one more card because it doesn't feel like a clear ending here. The Tower, yeah. So the Tower means whatever you think about reality, about the situation right now, is going to be completely destroyed. But we know that in the order of the tarot, the Star comes after the Tower. So even though the Tower is hard, it looks like this person is going to give you not the advice you want to hear, but they will give you the advice that you need, that will help you to relax and kind of sit on the swing whilst the thunderstorm is still kind of raging. So I can't exactly tell the exactitudes of what the situation is, but you've got either the Tower, you don't listen to advice and take in the cues of the environment, or you do and the world's yours and you'll be happy. You'll either be with this romantic partner, your child will be in a relationship that you have more respect, or you'll increase their independence, or you might get that job, or be respected by that peer in your friendship group. So that's it for you, Scorpio. That's quite a quick reading. But I'll just ask you one more question before we leave. How different would it be if the same thing started looking now like nothing else would really change, if it really did? And I'm so grateful that you chose to come here and watch this video. Share it with all your friends, like it, subscribe. You know, I really appreciate that. And any comments, I read all the comments. So look after yourself.